Hey everybody, this is me with spectacles and really rough looking face. Okay, I've been extra lazy lately and I've been working on like a closet and stuff, and yeah, it looks pretty junky in the background here, but it is what it is. Um, I guess my purpose of my video today, oh, and that's just a weird random red spot on my head at the moment. It's not a pimple. Though I guess I'm not really, I don't know. Looks weird on the camera. I'm complaining about the Prius brake problem, pro crap. Um, Anybody who's ever used engine braking of any type or exhaust braking, usually there's more than just two wheels on an application for that though. Bicycle, motorcycle braking, where you might be using separate brakes for the front and rear tire. If you hit a pothole or a bump that would cause the tire to go up, and then the traction level on that particular tire as it comes back down drops to like very low. It's kind of like on a racetrack. If you're cresting a hill, and you're going back down, you're not going to have as much grip as you did, going up. Well, people act like they're freaking idiots or something in these cars. They all of a sudden they're like, oh my god, the Prius brakes ain't working or something. No, you're either driving too fast, you're following somebody too close, and you're overreacting to something that's really not an issue. If you knew anything about your car, the Prius uses engine braking or motor braking, regenerative brakes, and when they brake, you've got two tires on the front of the car. And if anybody knows about like brakes on a car, or like if you're on a four-wheeler for example, and you pull the front brakes, the whole thing lurches forward. It really throws the weight into those front tires. If you hit the rear brakes, it kind of just pulls them along. And if you hit both, it's perfect. It's like a perfect mix. And you'll find that if you don't want the four-wheeler, this is the only example I have because it's the only thing I've ever used where I've had separate controls. If you don't want the four-wheeler to lurch forward, you actually have to pull the rear brakes a little bit harder. The problem here is on the Prius during braking. Unless you brake pretty hard or you brake fast or there's other conditions that are met when you begin the braking, you're just braking with the front tires. And it is a different feel. Like when you're coming to a stop, the car does move forward a little bit. I'm talking like tilt forward just a tad bit. And people, I guess, just can't brace that concept. And Prius drivers have been driving Prius cars for a long time, and most people that get one traditionally have been sort of into the car, or I guess have just been smart enough to deal with it, or they go into their dealer and they tell them, and then the dealer's like, oh, well, yeah, you just need to be more careful because of the regenerative brakes, and it's the front wheels only, and avoid potholes. I mean, come on, people. And I guess it's a combination of our economic times that there's more potholes right now, and more people are buying the Prius, and more people are. I hate to say it, but I really feel like there's just like more pretentious bastards that are buying the Prius now. And I hate that. I hate to say that because I say the more people buying the Prius, the better. And even if Toyota has to do something like reduce the efficiency, which would kill me, I don't think I'd let them update my car. Then if it gets more people driving them, then whatever. But it's just kind of stupid. And I think there's more people out there right now driving the Prius that don't go back to the dealer or don't try to find the solution or educate themselves on the car. They just pick up the phone and call, the watchdogs or the government, or, like, I guess they're calling the NHST, the National Highway Safety Transportation Administration, whatever it is, and complaining to them instead of actually trying to find out what the problem is and seeing if it's something wrong with them. because there is not. It's like when you're braking on the Prius, it's just like when you're accelerating in a car. If you hit a pothole and you're accelerating pretty heavily and you have front wheel drive, when those front wheels go over the pothole, it's probably going to slip a little bit. It's probably going to make a little squeal. It's probably going to peel out just a little bit, maybe throw up some crap, dig the pothole out a little bit more. I don't know. But that's what it is, people. I mean, they're acting like the brakes are cutting out, and they most definitely aren't. It's just it takes a fraction of a second for the car to say, "Oh, we got slippage. Let's apply all the friction brakes instead of just the regenerative brakes." Maybe they'll be able to figure out something where, as the car is slowing down using the regenerative brakes, it will immediately ready the brakes. Maybe even like go like this, like that, and then hold like right there at the threshold of touching the rotor. I don't know. I know BMWs and Mercedes and stuff like that, they do a little bit of this and that when they detect moisture or rain to keep the pads dry and warmed up and ready to really slow you down fast. Maybe the Prius can do something like that. I don't know, but I was just bewildered. I saw it coming a mile away because there was a thread on Prius chat, and the thread went Super Saiyan all at once. I mean, it's hit 50 some pages or something like that now, and I just sat there and I thought, you know what? They're gonna complain enough about this and not listen. Like, we're all trying to post in the thread. Several of us veterans are like, this is the problem. It's with you. You need to avoid the pothole. There's nothing wrong with the car. This is how the car functions. It's a partially electric car. It has regenerative braking. Nobody listens. There's just too many noobs out there complaining about it. And I saw it coming. I knew that there'd be a recall or something because of everybody complaining. And that's because people can complain about nothing. And if enough people complain, something's got to be done just to please the people. Nothing has to be wrong. So it's like, I used an example of, if for some reason people decided that it was all of a sudden dangerous to have clear water come out of their taps. Maybe because if it got on the floor they wouldn't see it, they'd slip. Maybe because they would not realize the water's on if they're deaf and waste a lot of water or something. I don't know. But if enough people complained about it, like if 80% of LA or even 70% of LA complained because the water was clear, I can tell you that they'd probably start putting dye in the water. It's just, it's ridiculous. Well, I'm gonna make another video soon, I promise, with shaved and my hair fixed, and I got that going on there too, and everything's inverted in the camera. I can't see a damn thing. Wait, this way. Yeah, whatever. See you guys. I'm thinking about doing like a no shave month or something here just to keep it going because it really looks wild, but I don't know. I'll probably shave it. Bye.